Sorry they did that to you, man. That was clearly unconstitutional what they did. Don't come over here giving me no directives. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me.
What's your name?
I don't want no consensual contact with you.
What's your name, sir?
As long as I stay 10 feet from you, I'm good. It doesn't matter. Here, I'll step at it again. Watch this.
Yeah.
Go back out. Step in it again. Go back out.
Wyandotte, Michigan. You've built up quite the reputation in recent time, I see. Could it be because you have little if any separation of power at all, and the courthouse, prosecuting attorney, and police department all being in the same building? Or perhaps it's because you're known all over that area to racially profile on duty. Or perhaps it's because you're also known for going outside of your jurisdiction to enforce the law. Or maybe it's because you're known for the fact that you have a lot of city ordinances that go against the First Amendment, among many others. The answer to that, we the people, is yes. So today we take you all the way back to early March of 2025, with the 3 victims of this unlawful police conduct being Wolverine Transparency, a local man in his pickup truck, and a now deceased canine unit named ICE. With the perpetrators obviously being the Wyandotte PD, but the 2 primary perpetrators of this unlawful conduct being an Officer Tyler Grote, the canine handler, and Officer Gardaki, the man who issues Wolverine Transparency, for something that we'll talk about extensively toward the end. Now, Wolvie, as we're going to call him for short, was simply trying to pick up a pizza at this local pizza place on 4th Street. He saw the traffic stop taking place right behind the alley of this pizza place, and therefore decided to record from a respectable distance. Now, I want you to note the fact that he was there getting a pizza. This is very important because it proves that he had legal and lawful business to be there, outside of recording the police interaction, of course. But with that being said, I also want you to pay attention to what this dog, ICE, proceeds to do, and how the handler handles him.
So they got the dog going around the car. Dog's only got an attitude problem. I had to put mine down for doing that. Sounds like you're being a little disobedient. See? He's attacking. He's just mean. I think I've seen him going after them cops over there. Them 2 cops standing there, see them? On the other side? Parking lot. Pizza King parking lot. Me too. I got it on video that that cop, he turned down the cop.
So obviously this dog signaled to the cops that there was some kind of contraband inside of that truck, right? No. Did you perhaps not pay attention to the fact that this dog was lashing out at the handler and other cops around him, and attempted to bite the driver inside of that truck? This is very important to keep in mind because on March 13th, just a couple of weeks after this interaction took place, Wyandotte PD posted on their Facebook page that it is with deep sadness that the Wyandotte PD announces the passing of Canine Officer ICE, a dog that served on the force for over 12 years, and the exact same dog seen on camera. This can only indicate one thing, we the people. That dog was senile, and these scumbag cops used a senile old dog to void this man's 4th Amendment rights.
So the dog latched out at a couple officers over there, and then he latched out at the door, which is a sign of disobedience. It's not a sign of obedience, it's a sign of disobedience. My present Canario, I had to teach him at a very young age not to do that. Tear them little German shepherds up, eat them for lunch. But I know disobedience when I see it.
I can only imagine just how horrified this man must have been To be innocent and having broken no law, and having his rights violated like this, with him being able to do nothing about it. Sadly, thousands of people go through this all the time. Not only that, but we also get these cops trying to claim that Wolverine Transparency has no business being in that alley.
So they went off a disobedient dog to get this guy, to violate this guy's Fourth Amendment right. They used a disobedient dog to do so. Don't come over here giving me no directives. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me.
What's your name?
I don't want no consensual contact with you.
What's your name, sir?
As long as I stay 10 feet from you, I'm good.
What's your reason to be out here?
PTFO, sucker.
What's that mean?
Figure it out. Call your chief and ask him. He knows what it means.
Are you here to go to Pizza Hut? You buying a pizza?
Maybe.
Is that what you're doing?
Maybe.
All right. What's your name?
None yet.
Also, in the city of Wyandotte, we have an alley use regulate.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm out in the alley.
Yeah.
I'm on private property,
You're
kid.
just in the alley.
It doesn't matter. Here, I'll step in it again. Watch this.
Yeah.
Go back out. Step in it again. Go back out. Watch this. You see that?
Yeah.
You get a good look at that tyrant.
Yeah.
I got a
So you're in
2-year
violation-
law degree against your little 6 months.
You're in violation of Wyandotte.
No, I'm not.
Being back here.
Ordinance is an infringement. I'm in a constitutionally protected activity, homie. Go on with your game. I'm the press. Get out of here.
You're the press. Do you have a press ID?
I sure do, but I'm not showing your tyrant ass.
No.
And you ain't gonna put your hands on me either.
All right. Sir.
Look up State versus Mobley. I'll defend myself. Yeah, Adam Denlinger. Say it right, you moron. It doesn't matter, you pignoramus. You can't ticket me.
How do you spell that, sir?
Pignoramus. Sorry they did that to you, man. That was clearly unconstitutional what they did. Clearly. You want to say anything to the camera, or you want to leave it be? Don't let these people fear you.
Nah, man,
Or don't be scared of them.
that's a probation violation right there.
Well, no, not real. Not when you're engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Right now, you're assembling because they're done with their stop.
And with a cherry on top, they decide to charge this man with a citation that's so unbelievably unconstitutional that it would have the founding fathers rolling in their graves.
Adam Denlinger, come here. Adam Denlinger, come here. Come back here, sir. Sir, come here.
Hey, calm down.
You're obstructing.
I'm
Here you go.
obstructing. No, I ain't taking that.
This is for you, sir.
I'm not taking that.
Okay, you're not?
I ain't taking that. I didn't obstruct nobody. Look at you, shaking like Don
You're
Knotts.
not obstructing anything?
No, I ain't obstructing nothing.
No, I'm trying to give you your citation
For what?
for alley use regulated and disruptive behavior.
Looking it up. Constitutionally protected activity. You cannot use a constitutionally protected activity and turn it into a crime.
Adam, we're just gonna leave it.
I don't give a damn what you do. I'm going to show up and make all y'all. Give me your name and badge number. Give me your name and badge number, fool.
Adam, you can call the department and
Hey,
get
Ken, give me your name and badge
No,
number.
sir.
Yeah, that's right. See, the judge is going to see this, you pigs.
Have a great night.
You guys are pieces of shit.
You're gonna get another.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do nothing. It's all constitutionally protected. I'm not worried about it.
So the city ordinance that they cited Wolvie on was 153.015, disruptive behavior. In the city of Wyandotte, it is defined as the following. Any person whose conduct or activity causes a disruption to the good order, health, safety, welfare, or peace of the public, including law enforcement of the city of Wyandotte, including but not limited to being loud, boisterous, quarrelsome, vulgar, threatening, or disruptive, which the police determines not to be criminal in nature, is responsible for a municipal civil infraction subject to a fine not to exceed $500 together with court costs. You know what that sham of a city ordinance means, we the people? They're criminalizing free speech. Not only does it criminalize free speech for how unconstitutionally vague it is, but it leans so heavily into officer discretion that there's no way they don't abuse this on a daily basis. They treat the First Amendment as if Cohen v. California and Houston v. Hill never happened. And these tyrants expect respect? There's so much more I could say about the misconduct of these tyrant cops, including but not limited to the things that they had to say on Facebook to justify their actions and slander Wolvie, but I'm simply not going to for two reasons. One, we'd be spending a lot more time than we need to going over it. And two, many of you in the comments of that Facebook post indicate to me that you already know that what they say here is complete and utter bullshit. Overall, I think this entire interaction was a complete atrocity against our rights. And in the event that Wolvie decides to sue this police department or that victim in that pickup truck, I have a feeling there is going to be a thorough investigation into how their laws are made. Because like I said before, I'm getting serious Cohen v. California and Houston v. Hill vibes from this. But until something happens to change the way this city works, with their law enforcement and justice system and their corruption overall, we're going to be leaving contact information down below to their police department and their prosecuting attorney, courthouse, and city hall for all of you to hold accountable. And of course we want you to be as respectful as can be if you choose to redress your grievances, but just like the acronym of our channel says, please do let them hear our roar. Now what is even more important is that you go subscribe to Wolverine Transparency and stay tuned for any updates and let him know that Recognizing Our Rights sent you, and give him all the love and support that you feel he deserves. Now one other thing before we end this video, everybody, chances are you're not nearly as well versed in the law as myself, let alone Wolverine Transparency. That is why whenever you have to deal with the police, you need an attorney at your side at all times. That is why we encourage you to check out the description, pinned comment, or the QR code on screen here to check out our promo link to Attorney Shield, a one-of-a-kind app that allows you to have an attorney on speed dial wherever you go. It allows you to record your police interactions without them being able to do anything to stop you. And if you decide to use our promo code of ROR1776 upon checkout, you could get your first purchase 10% off. So make sure you take a look at that as soon as you can. But with that being said, we the people, thank you once again for tuning in. And we want to know how many of you living in Wyandotte notice this police misconduct and are on the same side as Wolverine Transparency and any other auditor out there watching these corrupt watchmen. But aside from that, never stop loving the good old Constitution.